Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL
Not far
24.
from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood. We are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a 3rd-round pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A handoff for Warren. To about the 35, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Now a run with Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Rudolph completes this one to Pickens. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
You want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily. If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Rudolph. And this is going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Rudolph now to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. Waiting on it will be Richie James. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be caught by Tony. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. A handoff now for Pacheco. Fighting him off. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start the drive with Harris. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On the give, it's Warren. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's James returning. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. He got 29 yards that time.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Mahomes going to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Harris running straight ahead, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Rudolph. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Rudolph. Setting up the screen, Harris. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They'll run again with Harris. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. from the gun. Here's Rudolph. Completes this one to Pickens. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rudolph. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
On the give, this is Harris. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Rudolph now to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris from 8 yards out. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Here's Austin. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Here's one. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They run with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now Rudolph. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. This is Harris. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They run with Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and a yard. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second down and 8. This is Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Back to throw, Rudolph. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Harris will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up, but I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the... Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a... You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's another carry for Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. Yeah, people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Open man right side is Tony.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That'll be caught by Rice.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Mahomes to throw once more. And his throw here is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Keanu Britton
gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 3rd down and 7.
Rudolph looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's one.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Harris running straight ahead. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Rudolph looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. This is intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Well, that one caught by Rice. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Mahomes to throw on second down.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Skirts by him at the 35. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down. They'll swing this out to Tony.
So nothing doing there. And now we've got a third down and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's third and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. A handoff now for Pacheco.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
43!
Now here's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Warren.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
A handoff for Warren. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They hand this off to Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Rudolph. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And out come the Chiefs now. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right. One thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a run with Pacheco.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now it's Rudolph. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Rudolph. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll run with Harris. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They run for it with Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Easy, easy, easy.
Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steelers ready for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Got his man, it's Warren. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here's Rudolph. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Harris running straight ahead. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Rudolph. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Rudolph now to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body, because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Warren. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Rudolph looking to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tershawn Wharton.
What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop?
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
This a 2nd and 8. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.